gentlemen, welcome to a special edition of KPW War Zone. It is I, Tapey Styles, call the action right down the middle, flying solo as always, and recorded live from the Kumite Square Garden. We bring to you one hell of a show here tonight. One of the biggest opening matches of KPW history here tonight. A rematch from last month when these two squared off for the World Heavyweight Championship. Pierre Cinema goes one-on-one against Ricky Rhombus. And that's not all. Later on tonight, in our main event, you'll be seeing Crisp Billy return to singles action, return to any sort of competition all summer long, as Crisp Billy goes one-on-one against the secret weapon, Josue. And speaking of Parliament, who could forget the offer laid down by the Monarch, Oliver English? We still await to hear from Pando. Will he join Parliament? We will find out in the closing segment of the night. But also to come, singles action in the hardcore division, as the director, Steven Gilbert, tries to regain some status as he goes up against one of the more notable members of the hardcore division. We're of course talking about the prize fighter, Venom Artemis. A man that picked up one hell of a victory just a couple weeks ago on Warzone. One of the biggest upsets that we've seen in quite some time. Can Venom Artemis keep that ball rolling as we head closer and closer to Euphoria on the 27th? Next, Saturday night, 9/8 Central, right here on the Team Adhesive Broadcasting Network. Only time will tell, and we will have the answer for that later on tonight. But also still to come, one half of our tag team champions representing Bunker Hill, K-Dog, takes on one half of the former KPW Tag Team Champions. We're of course talking about the mastermind of the First Nation, Sigma Shuko. Well, that's enough time for talk. Let's get right down to the ring. Let's get right down to one of the most highly anticipated rematches in recent memory. Pierre Cinema, Ricky Rhombus, kicking off Warzone here tonight. Bam Bus, Pierre Cinema, Jedi, they've been embroiled in a multifaceted, multi-sided war all summer long. The Bam Bus has been a constant thorn in the side of the Viceroy ever since Bambardino won that lethal lottery contract. And Ricky Rhombus, especially with the addition of their business valet, Asa, they've been one hell of an equalizer. One hell of an insurance policy when the time calls for it. We saw Pierre Cinema make the save for the Viceroy last week on Warzone. This week, he marches down to the ring by himself. Trying to inch his way closer and closer towards a new chapter in his career. And Pierre's off to the races here. He just bum rushes Ricky Rhombus into the corner. Irish whip by Ricky Rhombus, back body drop. Knife edge chop from Ricky Rhombus, waist lock transition. Pendulum backbreaker by Ricky Rhombus. And think of all the time that these four men have collectively spent inside a ring with one another. Those minutes will surely add up. Can't forget about the wars that Pierre Cinema and the Viceroy Jedi have gone through throughout the course of KPW's illustrious history. Can't forget about how well Ricky Rhombus, Bam Dardino, you can't forget about how well they know one another. And they might be the only parties in this entire conflict that are even comfortable standing next to one another. Pierre Cinema has quite a storied history with Bam Dardino. Head scissors takedown by Pierre. And he's just not stopping 1 second here. He's making every bit of this count here tonight. Pierre slides underneath the bottom rope here.
2.
Another head scissors takedown, this time on the floor.
4. 5.
Here.
6.
Go for a front drop kick.
7.
Ricky Rhombus looked like he sidestepped it. Pierre Cinema being dangerously close to clunking his head on those steel steps.
12. 13.
He's gonna need one hell of a breather after that one. Sunset flip. Aloha, Ricky Rhombus, 1 count. Oh, elbow tie up. Pierre Cinema attempts the headlock, but Ricky Rhombus counters with a back suplex. And while he holds a ground advantage there, he attempts a single leg Boston Crab. Exchange of strikes between the two men. Irish whip reversal by Pierre Cinema. Leapfrog. Drops down. Ricky Rhombus trips in through the ropes. And a drop kick sends Ricky out of the ring.
3.
Pierre Cinema going high,
5.
but nobody
6.
home.
7. 8.
That is exactly why,
9.
ladies and gentlemen, that is exactly why they
10.
call it high risk and
11.
high reward. Pierre Cinema took the risk and there was nobody home to catch him on the way down. And look at the cockiness, the ego of Ricky Rhombus just flooding in here. Taking the perfect opportunity to soak it all in, gyrate over a fallen body of Pierre Cinema there. Pierre turning things around into a tree of woe. Cross body into the corner. Irish whip. Pierre tries to trip up Ricky Rhombus once again. Now is Ricky Rhombus with the leapfrog. Drop toe hold by Ricky Rhombus, giving Pierre a taste of his own medicine. And he continues to single out the legs of Pierre Cinema. Spinning wheel kick takes down Ricky Rhombus, however. Pierre with the brainbuster. Cover.
1, 2.
That kick out by Ricky Rhombus. The clothesline takes down Ricky Rhombus. Here, just continuing the assault, continuing the onslaught. Exchange of strikes once again between the two men. These two bitter rivals, these two bitter enemies. Double underhook backbreaker. Cover.
1, 2.
Another kick out from Ricky Rhombus. Surely the intestinal fortitude of these two men. It has to be staggering. It has to be sizable here tonight. Think of the war that these two waged just a month ago when Pierre Cinema was still our world heavyweight champion. And speaking of world heavyweight champions, we'll be hearing from our current reigning and defending world heavyweight champion, the Siberian Silver Bear Pando,
1.
in the closing segment of the night as we await his response to the offer presented by the Monarch. Will Pando join Parliament? It would surely be something that would shake up the dynamic, the energy heading into Euphoria. It would truly shake up the whole foundation of KPW. If a man like Pando would accept the services of Parliament.
1.
Diving fist drop cover. Count of 2. Courtesy of Slap by Jones. Irish whip reversal by Ricky Rhombus. Spine on the pine. And continuing to put more pressure on the back of Pierre with that single leg Boston Crab. Pierre was looking to go for some sort of sleeper hold. Ricky Rhombus kicked him away. Now Ricky Rhombus is in control. This is not the sort of position that Pierre Cinema wants to find himself here. Fisherman's Buster! And Pierre's up at 1. I think of the offense being distributed throughout this bout here tonight. Pierre Cinema has been very steadily in control of this bout. I'd say about a 70-30 split. Ricky Rhombus has only been able to get some crucial shots in. Whenever Pierre puts his body at risk, it makes a costly mistake. Neckbreaker from Pierre Cinema. And he's trying to wake up the crowd here tonight at the Kumite Square Garden. Double underhook suplex. Pierre needed a little bit of convincing to go up on that one. Drop kick by Ricky Rhombus. Ricky Rhombus getting back into control here as the minutes tick away. We're seeing both of these men tap into a second gear here tonight. Sleeper hold in on Ricky Rhombus. Pierre's blocking the ropes with his back. That would make for one hell of an effective way to submit Ricky Rhombus here tonight. Ricky Rhombus now blocking the ropes himself with that left foot of his. Pierre Cinema on the assault. Rhombus with the Irish whip reversal into the corner. A well-educated strike takes him down. Arm elbow denied. Pierre with a forearm strike takes Ricky Rhombus to the outside. Pierre's looking to go for one hell of a dive, and he takes him out.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9,
Pierre
10,
going for a starstruck on the outside now.
12, 13.
He's trying to guarantee himself one hell of a victory here. And somehow, some way, Ricky Rhombus is back on his feet. He needed the ropes to get back up onto his 2 feet. He couldn't do it all on his own.
Break.
And Pierre Cinema's been absolutely relentless. Another double underhook back breaker. Courtesy of the Star Attraction, courtesy of France's greatest export. Ricky Rhombus recoiling back into the grip of Pierre Cinema, who was waiting right for him with a brainbuster. And one has to wonder where the hell Bam Dardino is at this moment. What the hell could his tag team partner be possibly thinking? Seeing his partner get decimated here in the ring tonight. And Ricky runs right into another starstruck DDT. That's gotta be it.
1, 2, 3. Pinfall.
Ricky Rhombus has been put down once again by France's greatest export, the Star Attraction, a former KPW World Heavyweight Champion, a former KPW Twitch Champion, in Pierre Cinema. Look at the sheer impact of that starstruck DDT drilling Ricky Rhombus right into the canvas. We saw that move towards the end, that rush that Ricky Rhombus was attempting to make. That might have been a final act of desperation. And Ricky Rhombus back on his feet, blindsiding Pierre. And we knew damn well that the Bam Buster, a pair of sore losers. Referees call for a disqualification bell. They're trying to break any and all of this up. Asa at ringside, keeping anybody away from the ring. Ricky Rhombus, he's looking to get even. He's looking to make this personal between him and Pierre Cinema. And what the hell is this? That's the music of one man and one man only. The Viceroy marching down to the ring. Pierre Cinema crawling to the corner as Jedi launches an attack on Ricky Rhombus. know Ricky Ramos he's all fired up. He's got his emotions flooding all through his body here. He's letting emotion trump reason. And Jedi, he still has one hell of a bone to pick with the Bam bus. We thought back at Sabotage this would all be settled under false count anywhere rules. That was clearly not the case. A brainbuster from the top. And Jedi foraging for weapons from the Kumite faithful here tonight. Somebody snuck in a replica ring bell. And he clocks Ricky Ramos with the bell. That steel on skull impact here tonight.
Knockout.
Jedi made one hell of a save for Pierre. They both got microphones.
Cut my music. Pierre, you son of a bitch. You gave me nothing last week. You make yourself the center of attention once again whenever I'm laying out some punk-ass rookies. All this talk from you moving forward and trying to work your way back to the championship. That you lost, sir. It all seems like a crock of shit to me. So tell me, why did you make the save for me last week?
You want to know why I bailed your ass out last week? I wasn't there to give a damn about you, Jedi. I had unfinished business with Bam. And Ricky Rhombus. I'm down a world championship because of those two bastards, and you think you're still the hero of the story. Wake up, asshole. Those 218 days have come and gone.
Guess what, Pierre? I know I lost the world title. I can live with the fact that you beat me for it. But you know what? I'm not the one caught up on tying up loose ends. I've actually spent the time since I came back, grinding my way back to the title that my name has become synonymous with. Ricky Rhombus, Bam Dardino, even guys like Venom Artemis. Those are growing pains. Nobody bats 1,000 in this business, and Lord knows I tried. I'm gonna do what I do best and give these people a fight they're never going to forget. If you really care about tying up loose ends, since you just don't know how to leave me the hell alone, drop that microphone and let's settle this shit right now.
Man, this looks like it's about to break down here.
I want you to take a swing at me so bad. Deep down inside you know I'll twist your legs into knots like a pretzel. But I want you to think about this for a second. These two pricks have been circling around us like sharks since the spring. They have made your life a living hell, and now it's my turn. These punks need to be humbled, and I'm not gonna wait around for management to handle this for me. I got an idea for Euphoria, and I don't care what your input on the matter may be. But in 2 weeks, I'm going to put an end to this, and if you're ready to move on, you'll know where to find me next week.
You know what? I want to hear what you have in mind for a solution. I want closure, and I want you to stay the hell away from me. But this is my moment tonight, and Euphoria can be the night where we can finally start a new chapter of our lives. Now hit my music again.
Jedi and Pierre Cinema might have been left no choice but to operate on the same wavelength been brewing for months for these two men. The Bam Bus has presented themselves as just so great of a threat that these two mortal enemies are forced to work on the same side. Here, Cinema proposing a plan for Euphoria this Monday night on War Zone. Looks like Jedi's gonna tag along and see what Pierre Cinema has in mind. But coming up next, singles action to follow in the tag team division as Bunker Hill and First Nation members collide. K-Dog goes one-on-one against Sigma Shuko. Sigma Shuko marching down to the ring all by himself here. No sign of his tag team partner, the War Machine, Slarty. K-Dog could really be leaving himself open to attack here. With or without the reinforcements of Bunker Hill, with or without Solo or Popo or our Twitch champion Popcorn Poppy. K-Dog is marching in headstrong for tonight's singles bout. Opening jab from K-Dog. Schoolboy cover up by Sigma Shuko, trying to put things away early. K-Dog attempting a surfboard stretch, but Slap Thigh Jones calling for the rope break. Arm drag courtesy of the Pitbull. K-Dog. And we know that at Euphoria, the First Nation will not get another crack at regaining their tag team championships. They lost that opportunity against the Raging Bulls, Mojo Perry and Willie Nixon. We'll actually be seeing one of them in action next Monday night. This upcoming Monday night on Warzone, as Mojo Perry goes one-on-one against Slarty. Boss faces from K-Dog. You know that these two could be downright vicious with one another. A lot of history between these two men. K-Dog marched into KPW just about a year ago. And he was able to rack up quite an undefeated streak until one man was able to dethrone him and put it down for good. And he's staring right across the ring from him. The mastermind, Sigma Shuko. Stare down between these two former rivals. Waistlock tie-up. Wristlock reversal from K-Dog. And he's looking to be swift. He's looking to be vigilant. K-Dog looking for the Riz Crusher. Chuko almost rolling out of the ring. K-Dog was able to catch him. A second one to seal the deal.
1, 2, 3, pinfall.
And K-Dog makes light work of Chuko.
Your ass better call somebody.
This was not the result that the First Nation was expecting. But K-Dog has been on one hell of a roll since Sabotage. He's been spending the past several weeks consistently proving his worth to Bunker Hill. And that investment in K-Dog has been paying off dividends. At Sabotage, he was able to claim the KPW Tag Team Championships all by himself. He went quite the distance in that bout. And now him and the Scrapyard Saint Solo, they get to reap the rewards. And they've had some pretty decent chemistry in the ring as a tag team. But how are they gonna fare on the 27th when they take on Mojo Perry, Willie Nixon, the Raging Bulls, to defend the KPW Tag Team Championships? Congratulations to the Pitbull for securing such a swift, ruthless, and a downright aggressive victory here tonight. And coming up next, action in the hardcore division. Director versus prize fighter. Steven Gielberg goes one-on-one against Venom Artemis. Steven Gielberg, he is a man with a mean streak. He is vile, he is sick, he is perverse. And he's looking to snuff out Venom Artemis here tonight. This might not be the easiest of tasks here tonight for Steven Gielberg. But Venom Artemis has to be riding high on cloud 9 after putting away the Viceroy earlier this month on War Zone. A side kick pushes Steven Gielberg into the corner. Steven Gielberg trying to go for a reverse armbar on Venom Artemis. A man that specializes in his pure striking ability, submission, and technical prowess on the ground.
1, 2.
Steven Gilbert is going to need to use his raw power to ground and pound Venom Artemis here tonight. And as I'm receiving word here, from the KPW Board of Directors, one of these two men will be advancing to Euphoria to take on the hardcore champion, the 300-pound misfit, Bob. And speaking of championship implications, this Monday night we'll be seeing a Twitch Championship contender, a four corners bout at that. As Nick Flawless, Tate, Popo, and returning fourth entrant will all be entering the contender. One man will advance to Euphoria to get a Twitch title match against Popcorn Poppy, all on the 27th. Even Gilbert moving quick, moving vigilant, double arm DDT.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Also to come next week on War Zone, as earlier confirmed, Slarty will be going up against Mojo Perry of the Raging Bulls before they challenge for the Tag Team Championships.
12, 13,
But the Bam Bus, Ricky Ramos, Bam Dardino,
15,
will be in tag team action
16,
against Chaos Control, Papyrus, Kruger, representing Parliament. Also to come next week, we'll be seeing the World Heavyweight Champion in action on Monday night as Pando goes one-on-one against Hard Boiled Kabuki.
1.
Venom Artemis regaining control of this bout. Steven Gilbert with another double arm DDT. Working slow, he's working at his pace. He's looking to slow things down for Venom Artemis.
3, 4.
If it means that he has to try and outpace Venom now in the opening minutes of this bout, to take Venom off of his A game here,
9.
this could be bad news for Steven Gilbert. Heel kick to the back and the neck of Venom Artemis, however.
13, 14, 15.
Big slam on the floor.
17.
Big boot knocking out Venom Artemis. And Steven Gilbert's not done. He could have put this match away after a move like that. And he still wants to inflict punishment on Venom Artemis. Even the Kumite faithful here tonight can't even believe what they're seeing from Steven Gilbert. You already knocked the man out. Just put him to sleep. Make the pin. Another running power slam. Steven Gilbert. Discus clothesline. And this has certainly happened. This would certainly end this. Blue shell bomb.
1, 2, 3. Pinfall. Well.
And I think he's proven his point here tonight. He's been waiting quite some time to pick up a victory quite like this one. And man, did he get exactly what he bargained for. Because I don't even think Venom Artemis knows what the hell just hit him. We get another look at that power bomb. Picks him up and good God, he just slams him with so much force, with so much velocity. The high angle landing that Venom Artemis takes is on top of all that. He has no control of this situation. He's going for one hell of a ride. And he might be taking one via the back of an ambulance after that power bomb. Steven Gilbert marches to euphoria. But coming up next, our main event of the evening, as the returning 7'4", 525-pound man beast, Crisp Billy, takes on Josue, representing Parliament. But before we get down to ringside, I understand we have some cameras rolling backstage, as Josue is standing alongside the dear leader of Parliament, the Monarch, Oliver English.
What the hell are we doing here? You commission trousers, you bought him a car, and you ignore every single person that's given their body and soul to you to get you this close to the gold. I came to you because you promised opportunity. You had something to offer that popcorn puppy could not. Now you roll out the red carpet for the world champion, all for you to say that Pando achieved the great vision. So let me call your authority to question if the great vision isn't about making you the world champion. Why the hell should I believe anything you preach?
Josue, why do you choose to cast your doubt towards me? Do you doubt the integrity of Parliament? Are you doubting the great vision? Remember what you walked away from to become one of us. You of all people should learn to demonstrate integrity. Pando will make a fine addition to Parliament, and Bunker Hill has their hands too filled to stop us already. Josue, just trust my damn plan. Get ready for your match, because I don't even want you in my sight if you fail me. Understand?
Oh, trust me, I'm not going to disappoint. Because I want you to remember that if I can beat Chris Billy, you won't even be off the work if you question my loyalty again.
Tension's clearly brewing within Parliament here tonight. As Josue clearly doesn't have the faith that Oliver English seems to have in our world heavyweight champion. And speaking of former world heavyweight champions, this may be the biggest world champion that KPW's ever seen. But he's been back for the past 2 weeks. He laid out Corey Sinclair 2 weeks ago on War Zone. He laid out Roger last week on War Zone. And now Josue is marching into battle against this crazy son of a bitch.
Fight!
Main event of the evening underway. Chris Billy versus Josue. Josue trying to pick up the 500-plus pounder. And he actually pulls the deed off. Even Chris Billy was taken aback by that. He couldn't believe that he just let that happen. We saw that glimmer in the eyes of Chris Billy. He is not going to take Josue lightly from this point forward. And Josue has made one hell of a difference for Parliament in the opening months. A former KPW Twitch champion, the only man to bring gold back to Parliament. As we march towards Euphoria on the 27th, there's only one man that is eligible for any sort of championship that night. The Monarch, Oliver English. As we understand, he's been trying to sweeten the pot for the Siberian Silver Bear Pando. Trying to charm the big man. Which is something that no other man here in KPW has even attempted to try. Our world heavyweight champion lives and breathes competition. So what the hell is Oliver English gonna say that could possibly sway the world heavyweight champion into the ranks of Parliament? We're gonna find that one out coming up next. But Josue, he's got quite a bit to prove to Oliver English here tonight. Oliver English is not accepting failure from the secret weapon. Josue is looking to send one hell of a message to Oliver English to never call his trust and faith in him into question. Strikes by Josue, spinning back heel kick, knocks back Chris Billy. Jawbreaker on the big man. And Josue gets taken down to ground level with a hellacious clothesline. Power slam, hooks the leg, only a 1 count. Irish whip reversal by Josue. Hurricane Rana by Josue. Josue attempting a leg lock on the big 500-pounder. He's got quite a bit of real estate to work with on that. Chris Billy, 7'4", 525 pounds, a man beast, as we've come to know him. A former world heavyweight champion, a former hardcore champion. Chris Billy has a long history of causing chaos, doom, and destruction wherever he walks. And you have to be a crazy son of a bitch to be willing to step into a ring with this man. And yet here we are in our main event here tonight. Because Josue has a whole hell of a lot to prove here. Military press slam. And down goes Josue. Reverse suplex from Chris Billy, and that is one hell of a drop that Josue just took. If Chris Billy is 7'4" from head to toe, think of the height that he just got put up to through that suplex, the reach of Chris Billy. That's at least 8 feet tall. Short arm clothesline from Chris Billy, but there is nothing short about this man whatsoever. Two-handed chokehold. And Josue being dropped like a sack of potatoes before he could even reach the ropes. Chris Billy signaling for the demise of Josue. He's thinking about it, he's considering it. And now he's taking the time to mock Josue, that sick, sadistic side of him.
3,
Unfurling itself here tonight.
5, 6, 7, 8.
Big shoulder block from
9,
Chris Billy.
10.
Collar and elbow tie up. Ramming
12,
Josue's head into the barricade and now into the ring post.
14, 15.
As Chris Billy continues the attack on the outside.
17, 18, 19.
Was Billy going? Looking to take down Josue with a clothesline. Josue went for a body shot. Well-educated kick to the sternum of Chris Billy. Hurricane Rana trying to cover down the shoulders. Chris Billy powers out at 1. Another reverse suplex from Chris Billy, and he's still taking the time. Still making a conceited effort to mock and disparage Josue. Knife edge shot from Josue, going to the leg lock. He's able to get a better hold of it this time around. Chris Billy up top with a superplex. And how the hell is Josue getting back to his 2 feet? How the hell is that man's back not completely broken? Spinning power slam from Crisp Billy. Chris Billy off the top rope, elbow into the heart of Josue.
1, 2, count 2.
Staking him good. But Josue still kicks out. He's got youth on his side. He's got some resilience on his side. He's got natural stamina and endurance on a level that we don't usually see in this kind of business. Power bomb from Crisp Billy. Stereo power bombs. Crisp Billy. We're gonna go for a choke slam. Drilling him with authority. And it might be GFD time. But what the hell is this? Corey Sinclair distracted Chris Billy standing on the rampway. The hell is Josue doing? Josue sneaking in a kendo stick. And we get, was that Tori that we saw rolling underneath the ring? Josue
1,
going for the steal. And he got him. Josue capitalized at the right time, at the right place. We thought for sure that Chris Billy was gonna walk away the victor here tonight. And that clearly won't be the case. And it's all thanks to the king of Stego style, Corey Sinclair. Looking to get even with Chris Billy, looking forward to Euphoria on the 27th, where they will finally meet in the ring. Big win for Parliament here tonight, and they're looking to score another big one in just a few short moments, as Oliver English makes the offer to our world heavyweight champion. Will Pando join Parliament here tonight? Speaking of the devil, Ori booked her way up that ramp in record time to stand alongside the Monarch. Josue and Oliver English giving each other some strong glances after that bout.
Now is the time. Shut up.
And the people at the Kumite
You
Square
filthy
Garden, they don't
American
even want to
bastards
give this
wouldn't
man a
understand
word.
etiquette if Tory stuck high heels up your collective asses. Now, unlike these sweat hogs in the forum tonight, we are open to prosperity. No need to be hostile. And what a way Parliament would have to prosper. And we have been waiting all week for a response. Leeches and peasants alike hold the stuffing of gullets for the KPW World Heavyweight Champion, the Siberian Silver Bear, Pando.
The Kumite faithful certainly changing their tune as soon as they hear that music hit. As the World Heavyweight Champion has one hell of a decision to make on his hands here tonight. Is Pando about to join Parliament? He looks as focused, as determined as ever. He looks like he is ready to make the decision of a lifetime. Surely a decision that will define this man's career, surely define the history of KPW going forward. And it all rests on the shoulders of our champion.
Pando, I know you've been craving competition from the moment you stepped foot in KPW. Your resume is undeniable. But allow me to ask you one more question before you make your decision. You have the World Heavyweight Championship. You possess the most prestigious prize in all of professional wrestling. What's your current purpose? You've been conducting big business, son. But your intentions, your ideas, you haven't been able to see the forest through the trees. You won't need to crave competition anymore, because now you have the very thing that any man would desire here in KPW. You need to think about maintaining that grip on the title. Week after week, that belt will keep weighing heavier on your shoulders, and someday, you will crumble. Take it from me, bruv, I was the World Heavyweight Champion when there was no standards. I had no shoes to fill, because I understood that I had to handcraft that pair myself. If you want to hold on to that championship, we can assist you. You've already done the heavy lifting to become undeniable. Allow us to maximize your potential, and together, we will be unstoppable.
My purpose is not an issue. Like you said, as long as I have this World Heavyweight Championship, Pando is never gonna starve. But a part of being a world champion, a part of being at the top of the food chain and being such a high target is that my presence will attract the best hunters. I'm never going to know how close somebody will try to get to me before sticking a knife in my back. I need to ensure that this championship remains mine, and I need to make sure that the competition will remain fierce. And that is why my answer is yes.
What? What did we just hear?
Who
Pando
has
in
made more
Parliament?
enemies than Parliament here in KPW? Who is going to provide proper contenders for my World Heavyweight Championship? Anybody that thinks they can take this championship away from me is going to have to tear down the walls that chaos control. Josue and this brilliant man, Oliver English, spent the entire summer building. And sir, Pando doesn't want to be just unstoppable. I want us all to be feared. I want to make sure KPW embraces the great vision, and I will be at the front line to ensure this place returns to its former glory.
Oh, don't tell me what I'm hearing is true. Don't tell me this is true. It sounds like a damn nightmare.
Yes. He said yes. None of you believed in the great vision. And now it will be brought to reality. Tori, head to the back and bring out the finest beverages for our world champion.
Oh my God!
This is the most righteous night in the history of our sport.
was the look on Pando's
And
face?
Mr. Monarch, there's one last thing I need to get off my chest. You really need to hear this. I was just kidding.
What?
I don't want to be a part of Parliament. It's a stupid cult.
What?
And I already knew you wanted me in the cult, so I would lie down for you at Euphoria. I appreciate the purple trunks Tori made. I love the car you personally bought before I made my mind up. But there's still one bargaining chip you forgot to mention. Who's gonna stop me from kicking your ass?
What? Pando just lured and outsmarted the Monarch. He just lulled him into a false sense of security. Pando doesn't need anybody to help him defend a World Heavyweight Championship. He doesn't need Parliament to pick fights for him. He's picking one hell of a fight against Oliver English. Oliver English, he can't even believe what's going on here. He's been completely blindsided. Powerbomb through the table. And Pando walks alone. He really had us all there for just a moment. Pando, you know, I thought I was gonna turn over in my damn grave when I heard that he was gonna join Parliament. It almost made me sick to my stomach. I can't even digest the thought of that. Oliver English really thought that he was going to be leading the pack here. He clearly thought that he had Pando roped in hook, line, and sinker. But how the hell is this gonna... How the hell can Pando ensure his safety heading into Euphoria? Is Parliament gonna be waiting for him when he goes one-on-one against Kabuki this Monday night on War Zone? And that is all the time we have, ladies and gentlemen. I have been Tapey Styles, the only man that can call the action right down the middle, flying solo as always. Wishing you all to stay safe, take care, and have a good night, everybody.